What's going on, everyone? Darkwater here, and welcome back to Model Railway Easily. Uh, Decided to do a new short series on this again. You can see, I'm trying to remember all the key controls. But yeah, gonna sound crazy, but I had a dream about this, so decided why not. Uh, been meaning to jump back into it, and this board that I'm working on is actually considerably smaller than the one that we did last time. Last time I think it was a 4x4. This is a 2x2, so considerably smaller. Layout's going to be just a single passenger track, and then just a kind of a small town, uh, single street running left to right, uh, buildings, church, just kind of set up. Have a little bit of a lake here in the middle. I might extend that lake down towards the bottom of the board and just kind of off a little bit, just to have a little bridge over the water there, and kind of have a little inlet as to where this lake came from. I do all this painting, and then I end up erasing it later on down the road once I start to get buildings in, um, because I am going to go back and do some touch-up paint once we get everything in place. Um, this one is mainly to get everything kind of set up, all the buildings, roads, getting all that taken care of and kind of in alignment, and then going from there, doing more detail work. Probably a little bit more than I did in the last one. Added some more people, cars, make it a little bit more populated, I guess is the word I'm looking for. Do end up moving the train station there to the complete opposite side of the board once I get the all the road here in. Uh, Again, probably not going to be a very long series, maybe three, maybe four episodes, not a whole lot. We'll do all of it in a time lapse with some board level shots included at the end, so you can always stay tuned for that. This is the single road that we're going to be using. I do branch off this road to go to the hotel that we will add in here in just a little bit. And again, probably going to do a pathway down to the waterfront, or the lakefront rather. And here's where I just start kind of throwing the buildings down, messing around with them a little bit just to kind of get it into a little bit better place. I do place the mansion, don't like what it looks like. I don't think it really fits what we're doing here, but I might use it in a future one. Decide to, again, take an offshoot of the road down to the hotel, just kind of centering the hotel off of it, and then doing parking around where the hotel is, around where the church is as well. Wish there were T junctions. There's only cross junctions, which I would really enjoy, but I've got a feeling we're not going to see too much more content coming from on this. I've checked to see if there's any kind of mods or anything like that, and there's nothing. Again, do some terrain paint to get kind of a cobblestone feel in front of the hotel. End up erasing it, going with, I think I'd go with concrete if I recall. I do try to use the asphalt terrain paint, but it doesn't match up, which is kind of another slight annoyance. But here we're just trying to get the rows to line up. I do vary them slightly vertically to, here's where I try the asphalt paint, and again, it doesn't match. But by varying vertically, you can basically layer them a little bit so that road doesn't have just kind of a white stripe on it. looking at the road, I used two office buildings, but if you're looking at it from board level from the front, you'll see two different sides. And again, just since we've got kind of a limited number of buildings that we're using, kind of moving the sides a little bit helps so that you can kind of see the sides. So here we do a small parking area, both combination for the church on Sundays and then also for just if you're attending or accessing either of the office buildings down here, and I guess overflow parking for the hotel, and just kind of maneuvering things around and making sure that they're layered properly so we can get rid of some of those white lines. Use the cobblestone for the church and the hotel. We'll go back through, do some detail work on this whole area, adding in some plants, people, cars, as well as other smaller things like trash cans, uh, street lights, those kind of things, just to make it more lived in, I guess is the word. I start adding in some of the smaller buildings, and then I debated about going to the larger ones like this building. And then just kind of getting the buildings to kind of, I don't know if dissipate in height is necessarily the word I want, but just kind of get smaller as you're going towards the outskirts, towards where the train station currently is. Add the two buildings side by side, then it just kind of looks like a much larger single building. Add some of the concrete below, and here's where I decide to fill in the space over on the left with the diner as well as the train station. I end up flipping the direction of the train as well because the last thing you want to do is have the train sitting on the roadway there while people are waiting to get on board. Granted, at this proximity, the crossing gates would probably go down anyways, and people would be stuck. But we'll let it slide right here. So just flipping the direction of the train, I end up moving the actual station building. I wanted to put it in the back there, but it doesn't hit the track to cause the train to stop. So end up having to slide it back to the side. Tried the concrete paint, but it doesn't match up with the concrete that's I was using. So we do some more concrete here, and then we jump to the other side to basically kind of line up the buildings on the other side. And that is most of what we get done here. Again, most of the buildings will be set after this one, and from there, I think it's just going to be doing a lot of detail work. But I'm going to go ahead and leave this here. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you guys for being here. Look forward to seeing you guys again in Model Railway Easily.